Welcome once again, and today we will be learning basic project structure in Protector. In this module, we will be also learning what is the importance of a spec file and configuration file in Protector. Before starting this session, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Shantan and I will be guiding you in Protector based Angular testing. So if you can see my screen, so this is a Visual Studio Code editor and I have opened my project folder here. This is see that there is a conf file which is named as configuration file. In Protector we call it as conf.js and this one is the spec.js. So let us quickly understand what is conf.js and what is spec.js and what are the parameters at a very basic level. So let me first open the conf.js. In conf.js, first thing is that we have defined which framework that we are going to use. So we are going to use the Jasmine framework. So we have written that Jasmine. The next thing is the Selenium address. The Selenium address means this is the address where the Protector is going to send the request for execution of the program. That means if we are going to open google.com, then in the this request has to be sent to a Selenium server. So this is what the Selenium server or the Selenium address is. The next thing is that spec.js. This spec.js is given in an array, okay, and this specs means this specs and spec.js. What is that means? So before telling the spec.js, let me tell you one thing is that if you have done programming in Selenium in Java, then you have written those test cases in a plain Java file, okay, and you have ran it through using a testng or maven commands. So what was there in all those Java files? All those Java files contain the parsing logic or the execution of the program or how you are going to execute the test cases. Okay, so practically all this spec is nothing but the test cases. If you can make an analogy with it, this spec and all those Java classes or Java files are the same thing that was written in Java. This should be written in JavaScript. Okay, so spec.js is nothing but a, if you can open this one, spec.js, so this is nothing but a simple test cases. So in this test case, what I have done, I have opened a URL and I am expecting that the title name should be matching with this one. So I will describe what is written there in the spec.js session. And so in configuration, we have to provide this name. Suppose if we have a different, if we use, suppose we use another JS, say homepage, say, or login test, say we are going to execute a login test. So we are using login test.js. So let me copy this entire thing and put it in login test.js. Okay, so if you can see that, let me remove these lines. Login test become another test case. So this spec.js and login test are the different test cases. So if we have n number of test cases, then we have to write the n number of JS files. And in conf.js, we have to pass this for the execution. We need to pass this one and write the name of that login test.js, so that at the time of the execution both your test cases get executed, right? So this is what is the conf file and a basic level of conf file. So Protector's main heart of execution or Protector's main heart is the configuration file. We can design the report, screenshots, or whatever the test cases that need to run, and Selenium address, port, and framework to be used. All these parameters are clearly defined in the conf.js or the configuration file. So if you can say this thing in this way, is that configuration file are all written, the project level configuration file are all written in conf.js, and in spec.js we use to write the parsing logic or the execution logic or the main test case. There is a basic level of understanding between a conf file and a spec file. We will be coming back with more detailed session in the conf and spec and how we can tweak and changes in the conf.js in the advanced level.